IELTS Speaking Part 3, bandscore8 answers. Why do many people choose to move to big cities? There can be a variety of reasons why people move to big cities. Well, some people might relocate to take advantage of the numerous job opportunities available, while others decide to live in a big city to enjoy various entertainment options like theaters, malls, and restaurants. Plus, cities often offer more public services such as schools, hospitals, and transportation. What factors make a city livable? A livable city should have good public services, such as schools, hospitals, and transportation. It should also have clear air, green spaces, and safe neighborhoods. Well, in addition, I find affordable housing and job opportunities very important, as they significantly impact people's happiness. What are the benefits of living close to one's workplace? Well, there are several advantages to living close to work. Well, first of all, it saves a lot of time and money on commuting. Some people spend more than 2 to 3 hours commuting every day, which is very tiring and a waste of time. However, if they live close to work, they can save time that can be used for more productive activities, like working out, studying, and so on. It also reduces stress because people don't have to deal with traffic or crowded public transport. What kind of places do people in your country prefer to live in? Well, it really depends on the person, but I suppose many people prefer to live in apartments in big cities. Because cities have more job opportunities and better facilities. But some people like living in quiet suburbs or the countryside for a peaceful life. Well, people all like different things depending on their lifestyles and personal needs. What should people prepare before they move to a different city? Well, people should plan their move carefully and save enough money. It's important to find a place to live and learn about the city, including its cost of living and public transport. Well, they should also research schools or job opportunities if needed. Nowadays, it's quite easy to find that information online, they can search for it anytime and anywhere using their smartphones. Why do people move from one place to another? People move for various reasons, such as better job opportunities or education. Well, some move to be closer to family or to live in a safer place. Others might want a change in lifestyle, like moving to the countryside for peace. Sometimes people also move because of natural disasters or financial problems. What are the differences between the city and the countryside? Well, there are many differences between the two. I guess, first of all, cities are constantly bustling with commuters, tourists, and locals hanging out on the streets. Plus, they're full of high-rise buildings, cool cafes, and famous restaurants. On the other hand, the countryside is quieter and has more nature. It offers fresh air and open spaces. What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in the countryside? Well, there are definitely both upsides and downsides to living in the countryside. Well, the countryside is peaceful, with fresh air and beautiful nature. It's a great place for a relaxed lifestyle. However, one downside is that there may be fewer job opportunities and public services like schools and hospitals. which can be quite inconvenient. What kind of people like to stay in the countryside? People who are keen on staying in the countryside could have various reasons. Some might want to stay there because they're tired of the hustle and bustle of big cities and feel more comfortable and happier in a quieter area. Others might prefer the idea of having a bigger house with a spacious garden. Do people go to the countryside to travel or to live? Many people go to the countryside to travel and relax on weekends or holidays. They enjoy the fresh air, hiking, and beautiful views. Some also choose to live there, especially if they want a quiet and simple life. However, I think it depends on their personal needs and lifestyle. Do most people prefer to live in big cities or in the countryside? It's hard to say since everyone has different preferences. But if I had to guess, I guess the majority of people in Korea prefer living in big cities because of better job opportunities and public services. Cities are a lot more convenient with good schools, more hospitals, and a well-organized transportation system. Do people in your country like to go hiking? Yes, definitely. Korea has a lot of beautiful mountains that are easy for people to access. So hiking is very popular in my country. Many people enjoy hiking on weekends to stay healthy and connect with nature. They can breathe in the fresh air and rejuvenate themselves while hiking. Plus, it's a great way to clear their minds and relieve stress. What are the disadvantages when people keep making changes? There can be several drawbacks when people constantly make changes. First of all, frequent changes can be stressful and tiring. It takes time to adjust to new situations or places. On top of that, constant changes can make life feel unstable and unpredictable. Well, for example, imagine someone changing their job every month. That would be very inefficient, exhausting, and unstable. When things like getting married or moving home happen, what kinds of things would you consider? I'll consider financial stability and how the change will affect my daily life. It's important to think about the location and whether it suits my needs. For marriage, I would also think about how it impacts my future plans. So planning ahead helps make these big changes smoother. Who can adapt better to changes, children or adults? Children often adapt better to changes because they are more flexible and open minded. They might find it easier to learn new things or make new friends. Adults, on the other hand, may struggle because they are accustomed to certain routines and habits. But I think many grown ups manage to adapt well if they have strong problem solving skills. How do you adapt to changes in life? It depends on what change I need to adapt to. But if we're talking about changes like moving to another location or changing jobs, I try to stay positive and plan everything beforehand. I found that planning helps a lot because it allows me to prepare and be ready for all the new things I will have to face. Why do some people quit and change jobs? There are plenty of different reasons why people quit and change jobs. Some may leave because they feel unhappy or stressed at work. Others might want a career change to do something they enjoy more. Also, personal reasons like moving to a new city can also lead to job changes. Do you like new things or changes in life? It really depends on the situation. I'll say I like new things if they bring excitement or improve my life.
Changes can be scary.
But they also help me grow and learn. For example, I like changes like moving to a better job position or learning how to drive, because they improve my life, even though it takes time and effort to get used to them. Who should support and sponsor inventors? Governments or private companies? Both governments and private companies should support inventors. Governments can fund projects that benefit society, like healthcare or education. Private companies often invest in inventions that can make a profit. A balance between the two can help bring more useful inventions to life. Do all inventions bring benefits to our world? Not all inventions bring benefits. Some can cause problems. Well, for example, certain technologies harm the environment or create inequality. However, many inventions like medical tools or clean energy do improve our lives. It depends on how they are used and their impact on society. Are there any other inventions that make the world better? Yes, there are plenty of inventions that make the world better. Well, some like vaccines, medical tools, and technology save lives and help people with health problems. Other inventions like the internet and smartphones allow us to connect worldwide and access information anytime, anywhere. What inventions do you think should be improved? I think electric cars should be improved. More and more people are using electronic cars, but they still have issues with batteries and long charging times. If these problems are addressed, it'll be beneficial to both the environment and society. Do you think only scientists can invent new things? No. Anyone with a creative idea and problem solving skills can invent new things. Many famous inventors were not scientists, but had a passion for creating. For example, the person who invented non-slip dishwashing rubber gloves was a homemaker. So anyone can invent great things. What qualities do inventors have? Well, inventors are creative and curious, always trying out new ideas and challenging norms. They also have strong resilience. They're determined and don't give up easily, even when facing challenges. Problem solving skills and the ability to think outside the box are important too. Do you think schools should provide career advice to students? Yes, schools should provide career advice to students. It helps them to understand their strengths and interests better. They can also learn about different jobs and the skills needed for those roles. Well, teachers and career advisors should have programs where students can have open conversations about any concerns or difficulties they might face regarding their career paths. Who should receive a higher salary, young people or older people? It really depends on the person. It's not just about their age. They should be paid based on the kind of work they do, their experience, and their skills. So older people often have more experience, so they tend to deserve higher pay. But some young people earn a lot because of their skills and abilities. Do you think doctors should be paid well? Yes, doctors should be paid well because they work hard to save lives. Their job is very important and requires many years of study and training. They also work long hours and deal with stressful situations. For these reasons, I do think doctors deserve a good salary. What kind of jobs deserve a high salary? There can be a lot of jobs that deserve a high salary. I suppose jobs that require special skills or save lives deserve a high salary. Well, for example, doctors and pilots have significant responsibilities. These professionals are often well paid because of the importance of their job and the specialized skills they need. What kind of jobs receive a low income? Some jobs like cashier, cleaners, and clerks in small shops often receive low salaries. These jobs are important but don't usually require special skills or advanced education. Well, that's why these positions often come with lower pay. What kind of jobs are well paid in your country? In my country, jobs like doctors, lawyers, and IT professionals are well paid. These roles usually require a lot of education and training. CEOs and business managers also earn high salaries due to their responsibilities and the impact they have on their companies.